Thank you for joining us today for Cup of Faith, and I'm excited to bring to you this devotional today. Our hope is that you would just know the truth of God, that you would live in His presence, and you would experience the abundance of goodness that comes from being in a relationship with Him and knowing Him. And so we're looking at the attributes of God, the names of God, and today we're looking at the word rabbi, teacher. So in Jesus' earthly ministry, He was considered by many a great rabbi, a great teacher. But we all know that Jesus was not only just a teacher, but the Son of God. He was not just a prophet, but He was the Messiah. But the truth still remains that Jesus is our rabbi. He is our teacher, and we are His disciples. We are His learners, His apprentices. We go to Him for information on how to live our life. We live in an age of technology, of information, where if we have a question, we can go to Google, we can go to YouTube, we can go to various different sources to get information from. But as believers, as Christians, we believe that Jesus is not just a great teacher, someone who said great words and had profound things to say. He was and is the Son of God. And so He has access to capital T truth. He is the one who leads us into the ways of God. So I want to ask you today, where do you draw your information? Where do you go for formation? Nowadays, so much of our formation can happen through media. It can happen through the news or through popular opinion. We spend a lot of times talking together about current events and things like that. But we need to go to our rabbi, our teacher, who not only gives us the information of how to live, but Jesus helps us embody the right way to live. What do I mean by that? What I love about if you think about your favorite teacher that you've ever had, whether it's in grade school, high school, or college, in my master's program, there's one or a few professors that I really admire and I love, and it's not just because they are brilliant scholars, but they apply the truth that they know into their life so that you can know that they don't just know the right facts, but they actually live it out in their life. You can see the character of God in them. And so Jesus, when you think of Jesus, He embodied the kingdom of God. He not only taught it, but He displayed it. And I think about Jesus as He's in the upper room with His disciples before He's about to sacrifice His body on the cross. He says these profound words in John 13, verse 13, chapter 13, verse 13 to 15. He says, "Now that I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you should also wash one another's feet. I have set you an example that you should do as I have done for you." So Jesus didn't just come to give us information so that we could know about God. He came to teach us so that we would become like God, that we would emulate Jesus. And that's really what a disciple is all about. That is what it means to follow after a rabbi. You don't just learn information, but you begin to copy and emulate the person that you are following. And so I want to encourage you today and in your week that you listen to the truths of God, that you look to Jesus as your primary influence in your life, and as a result, allow His life to be part of your life, for His attitudes and His heart to be your attitude in your heart. And that is my prayer for myself. It is for you, that we would not just people who know the facts, know the information, but people who live the life, who embody Jesus to one another. So have a great day, have a great week, and we love you very much.